Hi, welcome to the Knitting Samurai Plus One video podcast. I'm your host, Steph, and this is episode 94, as yet unnamed. So what's been going on with you? It's been a week. It is officially, 2 weeks since Tristan was born. He's 2 weeks old, and if you were wondering, I have lost 32 pounds. So I gained 45 pounds with Roland, and with Tristan I gained 55 pounds. So 23 to go. Yeah, that's been going on. And then I've been watching Deadwood. Have you seen Deadwood? Okay, so Amazon Prime got a bunch of the HBO series on there, and Deadwood is one of them. And I was like, I kind of like Westerns. Let's check it out. I had tried before, but found the language just too much for me. And for some reason I was able to handle it this time. The cat that is stalking around making me a little crazy. Anyways, I was able to handle it this time. I'm about halfway through season 2. Really enjoying it. But it is very colorful and not for kids. So, and then the other thing I wanted to share with you, Stephen King is probably my favorite author, and that's he wrote the book that's my KSP1 project, The Dark Tower, and he had a new book come out called Mr. Mercedes. And in all of my I'm feeding, what else can I do, I've been listening to that or driving around the car, because sometimes little people fall asleep better when they're in the car, meaning newborns. Anyway, so I've been listening to that. I finished it. So good. I love Stephen King. I love his writing. I have finished that yesterday. I started to listen to The Devil's Breath, I think. Some other book. I'm so not into it. It is not my Stephen King. I think I need to go find another one of the older ones, and listen to that, because I love his writing style. And, you know, when it gets gory and a little bit, I don't want to know those details about someone's death or whatever, I just turn it down or skip ahead 30. So that's what's been going on with me. And amongst all that, there's been some knitting. Well, there's been lots of things, but yes, Tristan is doing well. We have his 2-week checkup tomorrow, and this is my day 2 of being home without Steve. And so far, so good. So far, so good. So he is actually napping right now in the pack and play in our bedroom, and the AC is on, but not too low. I'm not gonna go below 75 in there. So he's got some nice white noise. He's all swaddled up, looking cute as can be, just sound asleep. So fingers crossed we'll get through this together, and if not, he'll come join us. So first up, Camp Loopy. So I mentioned that Stephen King, the Dark Tower series, so it's like 8 books long. I love it, absolutely love it. Not a family book, obviously, it's Stephen King, but one of the few books or multiple books that I have read over and over and over and over, and the third one's the best book, but The Wastelands, that's my favorite. So the end of the quest is for the Dark Tower, and so this is my Soledad sweater. So I guess I should say it's finished, and the connection with Camp Loopy is this cable pattern down the side reminds me of the Dark Tower. So I did knit this for Roland. I used Malabrigo Rios in the Playa colorway, US size 5s and size 4s, which are 3.5, 3.75 millimeter needles, and it was a joy. I absolutely love knitting this. I have punctured this finger like 3 times because I was going gangbusters, and my thumb, I've gotten a callus because I'm not used to using that size needle, and my motion with, as I was, let's see, I am a thrower, so as I was doing that, I was catching my thumb on the tip of my left hand needle, so I've got a callus going there. But other than those 2 injuries, it's a great sweater, great sweater. So I ended up having to order a 3rd skein. I don't know if I had told you about that. So it used 515 yards to do this. I did lengthen the sleeves. I knit a size 6 for my, he will be 3-year-old to wear this fall. So let's see, here's the back. You can see where the raglan decreases are. So it was bottom up. And this is a free pattern over on Ravelry, and it's by Annika Barante. So on the Petite Pearls website. Love that website. But anyways, so you can see the decreases here. And they have cables on the front and, you know, a different cable pattern up the side. I hope you can see that. I'm not sure how much. I haven't blocked it, but my ends are all woven in. So I'm getting there. So the collar is not standing up, or is folding over a little bit in the back. So hopefully blocking will fix that. What else to tell you about it? I had a hard time. The end of the round marker didn't seem to be in the right spot at certain points in the pattern. Not sure if that's a pattern or if that was me. There were 2 different times when I had to be like, what? No, I can't do that here. That doesn't make sense. And I'll throw off my cable pattern. So there was that. And then the short rows instructions on the back. Free pattern. I'm not really complaining, just giving you a heads up if you go to knit it. The short row shaping to rise up the back a little higher than the front, it wasn't really clear over which stitches to work it, so I just kind of winged it, and I did the width of the raglan shaping for my first go across, and then I just followed the directions from there, but I had to figure out how many stitches to use, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm really excited. I can't wait to get it washed and blocked and take finished pictures and get it on rolling this fall. He's put on the sleeves and he had them on for a few minutes, and as I've been knitting on it, I've made sure to tell him how special it is that mommy knit this for you, and isn't it pretty, and don't you love it? And so I'm hoping I'm sort of brainwashing him into loving this sweater, because he doesn't really like wearing wool. But oh, and I did not alternate skeins until, oh, I want to say about there. So right before the arms joined on, I started alternating skeins, and then I ran out of the first skein, and so I added in the third, and then I ran out of the second skein. You can't tell at all, so at least I can't. Maybe I'll be able to tell when I look at it on the camera. But yeah. I'm really excited about that, in case you can't tell. So fun to knit. Actually considered knitting one for Tristan, you know, just a little tiny one, but no, I'm gonna hold off and let him wear his brother's and the 2 new ones that I already knit just for him. So next, ends are not woven in because I finished it today, but I have a sockhead hat. Check it out. Can you believe it? I cast this on January 23rd and I finished it June 24th today, this morning actually. So it took flipping forever to finish this thing. So here you go. It's nice and slouchy. I can do the, hang on, if I fold it, get a nice folded brim on it if I want. I did lengthen the ribbing section by 1/2 inch, and then I lengthened the stockinette section by 1 inch as well. So this is Into the World Ulande. Look how long this is. This is crazy for a hat. Ulande in the 221B. I need to whip them in. 221B colorway, so Sherlock inspired. And what can I tell you? US 2.5 3mm needles. Took me 5 months to knit, and it used 318 yards. And I would say in the last week I did from about here up. So, and of course once you start doing the decreases, it just flies. So this pattern is by Kelly McClure, and it is free over, you can get it off of Ravelry. So I will not be knitting another one, but it's a good use of your sock yarn, unless I knit one for one of the boys, but not for me. This is huge. This massive hat. Anyways, so looking forward to wearing it. I love the way that the color came out. It's great. It didn't pool, it didn't stack, you know. Some of the pink got on top of each other, but I think it looks really pretty. So hopefully it'll look nice. It'll look good with the black. So that's that. So combined, those two projects are just over 800 additional yards if I keep going at 800 yards a week, I could totally do this. But combined, that's 2,827 yards towards my dash goal. I am now officially 52% complete of my 5K, and it runs until August 7th. So hopefully between now and August 7th, I can get that much knit again. So as another project is on the needles, let me find it here. This is the Houdini sock. So this is a knit along that I'm hosting over in the Knitting Samurai +1. I forgot my name. Knitting Samurai +1 discussion group over on Ravelry. It goes until July 31st. If you're interested, for every 10 pairs of completed socks, I will add an extra skein of yarn. So a prize, an additional prize for every 10 completed pair of socks. And yeah, we're tagging our projects with hashtag Houdini socks, and the pattern is by Kat Bordy. It is a footprint pattern, and it's alternate sock construction. So you knit, I've gone over this before because I know you've seen this. You knit an enclosed sock foot, right? So there's no opening here, and then you cut to do an afterthought leg. So there's the first one. I'm not sure I've even knit on this since you last saw it, because I have been so focused on getting my Camp Loopy project done and getting that sock hat off the needles that I'm not sure I knit on anything else to be, well, no, yes I did, but I'm not sure I knit on this. So this is now going to go in the car and be the more active project. So here's my second one. I'm just starting on the second set of color repeats. Yeah, oh, the yarn is Desert Vista Dye Works in the Vizio base. The color, this is what it looks like. And because I knit on these while in the hospital, while in labor, I don't know, it suddenly became Tristan's colors to me in my mind. And so I ordered a second skein from from the Loopy U of this, and I'm gonna knit him a hat in that. So, yeah, or some sort of set, something. I want him to be able to wear this yarn, because I'm always going to look at the socks and think of him, so he should have something out of them in my mind. So I'm not going to show you that, but that skein of yarn did come in this week. And these socks are being knit on US Zeros 2.0mm needles, because that's my go-to sock needle size. And then I just have one more project to show you, and that is, I talked about, oh no, it's stuck on my zipper. It's stuck on my zipper. I love this bag. Can I just tell you that? Are you kidding me? Why does this happen? Why? Okay. And then, ha! Did I? Now I've zipped it into the thread. Okay. Fast. Ah! Got it. Okay. So this is Steam Valley Fibers in the Candlelight colorway. I showed it to you last week that I was thinking about casting on. I believe it's 100% merino. Fingering weight, 100% superwash merino. It's that 2-ply yarn. It's very nice. Very round? I don't know. But I did cast on for the Cable Baby hat, which is by Pam Allen, and it is for newborns. I mentioned last week that I was interested in knitting this. So here is my progress. It's you can see, maybe you can see the cable details. I'm having a hard time seeing them, so I'm not sure you're going to be able to see them. It's interesting to me that the yarn is striping. But I really like it. It's dark. I think it'll go well with the blue of Tristan's eyes. So it's coming along slow. It's, you know, I mean, I was focused on finishing those other two things. So, yeah, this is also a free pattern over on Ravelry, and I'm knitting it on US 3s, which is a 3.25mm needle, and this is a Rhinebeck yarn, so I'm excited to be working on that. Speaking of things that are new, no. No, I'm not gonna. I have one more thing to show you before I segue into that. See this did I show this to you? This is my Into the World May, I must have, May Club colorway. This wants to be a Tan House Brook shawl. So I need to send out a great big thank you to Boston Jen. She gifted me the pattern. I am going to knit it up with this gloriousness because this is an MCN, 10% cashmere, merino, nylon yarn. And I think the pastels are really pretty. So it's caked, it's ready to go. And now I have 2 sets of empty needles, and we don't start Camp Loopy Project 2 until the 1st, which I believe is next Friday. So I need to find something to do. I decided that the foolproof would work. So you're supposed to use, the theme for this one is vacations. And I've been on cruises, and I've been all over the States, and I've been to London. I've been a few places, not a lot of places. And I've had, you know, a vacation every year, obviously. Well, not obviously, but a vacation. But my favorite place to go to, which is not really a vacation place, well, it is. It's just not linked that way. In my, well, it is, but words, they're eluding me. One of my favorite places to go is the, and I've talked about it before. Oh, the Sunrise to Knit By. I filmed it there. Is the cottage house that my in-laws rent for us. My generation, my husband's generation of kids at Thanksgiving. Kids, we're not kids. We're all in our 30s. But for us to stay in, and it's 3 stories, and it's on the ocean in Maine on the rocky coast, and it's just beautiful there. And it's like, you know, when you're in labor, you have your happy place that you envision. That's my happy place, is sitting on the couch in the living room there, looking out the big bay windows at the beautiful ocean and seeing the birds fly by, and there's a little island that you could see, and depending on where the tide is, you could walk out to it if you wanted. And it's just beautiful there. Beautiful there. Even in November, you know, you still have days that get up into the 60s in November in Maine, coastal Maine. And so it's sort of, it's obvious that I love that place, but it's not really a vacation place. It's visiting my family. It's not this tropical island, and it's not some foreign exotic land that I would love to go to. It's 3 hours away, and it's beautiful there, and I love it there. And so that's my vacation place that I'm envisioning and wanting to link a project to. And so the project I'm going to link is the Foolproof, because it's simple, it's close, it's classic, it's all of those things, and that's what I think of when I think of that cottage. It's a cottage. It's a house. It's a normal house. I don't know why I call it a cottage. Maybe the owner calls it a cottage. I don't know, but it's huge. Anyways, so these are the 2 colors. I got some Dreaming Color Smushy with Cashmere to do that. It is a 2-color infinity long cowl thing that you would wrap. I'm going to do the size medium, so wrap it twice around my neck. I'm going to get 600 yards off of these, and the color is, this one's Evening Flame 512, and this one is, oh, Damp Pillow 613. That is not a real enticing vision to me, Damp Pillow, but whatever. So there's this is a really interesting green, celadon green with some red hues to it, and then this one is just, you know, lush reds. So I think they will pair really well together. So that's my Camp Loopy 2 project. That's my inspiration for it. Yeah, just makes me happy. So there's my bag. So that's what's new with me. And now in the meantime, next up, let's do a 2014 update. '14 intentions update. Woo! So the first goal, intention, is to knit 14 skeins of Rhinebeck yarn. So I'm wondering if I need to revise this goal, because I have knit with 8 of the 14 yarns, but I have not, or skeins, I have not used up all the yarn in them all, right? I haven't used up all of the skeins. I've only used up 1 skein. So I think I'm just gonna count it as having knit with all the yarn. It's okay if I have leftovers, like that baby hat. Maybe I'll knit 2 or 3 hats out of it. But this used up 3/4 of the skein. I'm not gonna, I don't know, kill myself trying to use up every last ounce of the yarn. I don't think that's really where I meant to go. It was more like make a project out of everything. So that's what I'm gonna work to do. So I have done 8 of the 14. So I'm on track with that. 7 pairs of completed socks. Woohoo! The goal is 14, so I am halfway there. I wanted to use alternate construction, so I've done 2 afterthought heels. I tried out my first OMG heel. I did a bottom gusset heel, and the Houdini socks will be another pair. Those are on the needles right now, not finished yet, but I am years half over. I am right on track with that. Yay me! I'm not sure how many pairs of slippers I wanted to knit, but I haven't knit any. And I gave my dad the socks I knit for him for Father's Day. Well, they were for his birthday, but I gave it to him for Father's Day. And as he was putting them on, he says, you know, Steph, I really need a pair of slippers for when I'm at your house. I was just like, oh, Dad, I don't want to knit slippers. I want to knit socks. I'm a sock knitter. And so he puts them on, and then he proceeds to fold down the cuffs or the legs of the socks like 3 times to make them, you know, crew socks, or crew inch high socks. I'm like, Dad, do you like socks that length? Well, in the summer I do, and if they were slippers, I'd like them that. He's so funny. He's so odd. So no slippers for me. The 5 people I would like to knit socks for that are deserving individuals, my dad is the only one that I've done, so I need to do 4 more pairs there. Sweaters, 2 for me, 2 for Tristan, 2 for Roland. I have done the 2 for Tristan, and now I've done 1 for Roland, so I need to do another one for him. I may still pull out some in progress sweaters and finish one of those off. We'll see. We'll see. And then lastly, knit more hats than I did last year. Last year I knit 8 hats, and so far with the sockhead hat and the opal sock bunny hat set finished, that puts me at 11 hats for the year. That's a lot of hats. And the year's only half over. It's a little more than half over. But so those are my intentions and my updates and my progress, and I am excited. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because day 2 is in progress and he's still sleeping and I made it through recording. So I will see you next week. I hope you enjoy whatever is going on in your knitting world, and I'll catch you then. Okay, bye.